Your consciousness is the most powerful creative force at your disposal. The universe is now guiding you to better understand that power and learn how to wield it. Get ready for consciousness upgrades and opportunities to claim the creative power of your consciousness in the coming weeks. Tune in with me and get ready to receive your angels' messages all about this, with guidance spanning from November 27th through December 11th, 2023. On November 27th, we have a full moon in the sign of Gemini. Gemini is a sign that symbolizes the mental realm and helps us to discover the power of thoughts and choices. This Gemini full moon occurs with the sun in truth-seeking Sagittarius. The combination of Gemini and Sagittarius lends to a truth-seeking, leading-edge, out-of-the-box creative energy. This is the perfect environment for you to discover the divine creative power of your consciousness. According to the angels, at a collective soul level, humanity is being guided to take steps towards healing and transcending polarized, constricted thinking. This includes soul lessons on how to heal an us versus them mindset, wherein we see ourselves as separate from each other, which can make us more prone to doing harm to one another. Humanity is on a long-term trajectory of spiritually based consciousness evolution in which we're gradually waking up to realize that we are one. We belong to one another, and our well-being is always mutual and united. So in truth, one cannot do harm to another person without doing harm to oneself. As the current energy puts a spotlight on the power of our consciousness, we're being guided to heal the consciousness that creates division, constriction, and fear from within. We're being guided to instead embrace our unity, heal our divisive fears, and co-create a world of greater peace. This is a big job, and it starts as an inside job. When we heal the human heart from within at an individual level first, we can heal the bigger collective divisiveness and fear externally. Now, of course, this is not necessarily an easy process or something that happens overnight. There is a great deal of global karmic learning, healing, and change involved in this that will occur over generations. Right now, however, is an exciting and pivotal time for this transformation. Right now, and extending all the way throughout 2024, we're in a peak karmic chapter of learning, wherein the collective destiny of humankind is shaped by the passionate seeking of self-sovereignty, truth, justice, fairness, and equality. Right now, the energy around this is intense, and during this full moon cycle, we might see fast-moving events, volatility, and eruptive or reactive tendencies around this lesson. This is because we are deep in the midst of a collective breakdown of the old and worn out. That which no longer serves our peace, unity, or empowerment is being pushed into our awareness so that we may better understand our past wounds and seeming limitations. This is guiding us into understanding what we need in order to purify, transmute, or heal those past wounds and limits. The biggest spotlight is now being placed on how powerful your consciousness is in that purification and healing process. Your thoughts give way to feelings, beliefs, energies, and actions that create your entire reality. You are being guided to become more aware of your consciousness so that you may shift your vibration and shift the reality-shaping energy field you carry with you wherever you go. This shift boils down to choosing between fear or love. Whether you choose fear or love determines your timeline going forward, and this shapes the collective timeline of all of humanity. In other words, you are a powerful being who is even now helping to co-create the world we live in. When you root into love and faith, you are spreading a powerful energy throughout the whole world, an energy that can contribute to uplifting, healing, and positively empowering all. To help you strengthen that vibration of love and faith within, I created a brand new guided meditation for you for raising your vibration and increasing your faith, linked for you in the description below. Increasing your faith is one of the most nourishing and supportive things you can do for ushering in the new earth higher consciousness of love. I recommend doing this meditation regularly within your rotation of spiritual practices to help maximize the benefits. With this empowering energetic backdrop in mind, let's delve into the angels' 3 big messages for you for this moon cycle ahead. Before we do, I'd be so grateful if you hit the like button on this video. That way more spiritual seekers and lightworkers like yourself will be able to find it in YouTube's algorithm. Now, all 3 of the messages I'm about to share will likely apply to your path in some way, but if you want to get a sense of which message is your leading theme or lesson, then think of a number 1, 2, or 3. Whichever number you're instinctively drawn to first will represent your leading angel message. Ready? Let's dive in. The angel's first message for this full moon cycle is all about recreation. During this full moon, the planet Mercury is conjunct the galactic center. This is just one of the cosmic alignments going on right now that symbolizes a fertile opportunity for creation and recreation in your life. Here's why. The galactic center is the rotational center of the Milky Way galaxy where, at the spiritual plane of being, powerful waves of pure creative source energy flows. Now, source energy is, of course, in everything, but the galactic center is special in that it contains a supermassive black hole that is 4 million times the mass of our sun. In the spiritual plane, this acts as a massive portal flooding with raw, pure, divine, creative source energy, the same energy that created the entire universe from scratch and gave way to the miracle of consciousness itself. We are currently lining up with the galactic center in such a way that is now accelerating spiritual evolution by way of infusing our consciousness with the bigger picture, including major breakthroughs and revelations regarding spiritual truths. Your consciousness is the most powerful force in determining what your reality is like. So, when your consciousness upgrades, you are recreating your reality. This moon cycle will be a powerful opportunity for you to make changes that can alter what you're attracting into your reality, not only for now, but also in terms of altering your timeline ahead. One of the biggest ways this is happening is by way of breaking free of limiting cycles. According to the angels, if you are listening to these words, then you are a soul-destined cycle breaker. This means that one of the missions your soul undertook for this human lifetime was to break negative karmic cycles, heal ancestral wounds, and set a brand new precedent for the flow of life, energy, and consciousness both within and around you. You break limiting cycles when you rise out of the consciousness that started them and expand into a new consciousness through forgiveness, healing, and love. Your own personal steps in this are contributing to a collective shift towards a new earth or new collective threshold for unity consciousness on the planet. Now, in addition to the high spiritual energy flowing in from the galactic center, we have 6 astral bodies in mutable signs, including the Sun, Moon, Neptune, Saturn, Mercury, and Mars. Mutable signs represent the energy of adaptability and malleability. Right now, the energy within and around you is more adaptable and movable, helping you to sculpt your world so that you can recreate it to match your higher vision and new level of consciousness. To take full advantage of this, set high intentions for what you'd like to recreate in your life, and then consciously connect with the higher energy flowing into our planet through spiritual practice, such as meditation. Remember, I left my brand new guided meditation for raising your vibration in the description below to help you with this. And if you're feeling inspired to go even deeper, then check out the link I left for you below to enroll in my Discovery of Angels course at a special Black Friday discount. In this course, I teach you everything you need to know about powerfully bonding with the angelic realm, including how to psychically communicate with angels and channel the angels' healing energy. Click the link below to learn more. The angels' second message for this full moon cycle is to retreat. There's a time to be active and a time to be restful. You may be feeling a need for a break from the go, go, go energy we've had flowing through the world throughout much of the month of November so far. All month, The planet Mars has been super active and heavily aspected, bringing in an intense acceleration of force into the world, including a higher potential for volatility, conflict, and clashes. With all of the intensity going on in the world, whether you look at the bigger things happening on the world stage or anything going on in your own personal life, your angels are communicating a need for rest, retreat, and peace. We have been undergoing so many big shifts, especially at the level of our spiritual energy bodies. Everything that happens to your spiritual energy body also has to be processed mentally and physically. This means that your body and mind need rest, time, and space in order to integrate any big changes that you're processing spiritually and adjust to the new vibration. This is the perfect time to slow down, simplify your life, take a step back from busy social environments, and cocoon in your own space. The angels are encouraging you to trust in divine timing. In other words, it's okay to rest and take a break. This won't throw you off. Even if part of you wants to keep on accelerating and making things happen, you can trust that everything is progressing in natural order and that you don't always need to have your foot on the accelerator pedal in order to keep your life going in the direction you want. You may find that right now it is actually more productive to rest, sleep, and integrate life changes than it is to be super active. Remember, a big part of spiritual ascension, which is the process of awakening and transforming as we discover the divine self within, is rest. Some of the best growth and healing you'll ever experience in your life comes in while you're at rest. Be sure to tune into your body and mind and ask yourself what you need the most in order to integrate and adjust to your ascending consciousness and energy. Then honor that truth. You deserve it. The angel's third and final message for this full moon cycle is all about the rise of truth. Humanity is currently in a long-term soul lesson centered upon awakening to higher truth. That soul lesson is getting amplified during this moon cycle. This includes awakening to personal truths, such as discovering your truest feelings and values, accessing forgotten memories, or learning something about your personal health and well-being of which you were previously unaware. This can also include relationship truths, such as awakening to the underlying dynamics and patterns of your relationships, or understanding the other people in your life with a deeper awareness. This can also include social truths, wherein we're increasing our awareness of hidden toxicity in society's structures, values, or institutions, and weeding out that which does not match our well-being. And of course, this includes spiritual truth, including rising to a higher perspective of love and empathy, understanding the ways in which all things are connected in our unified world, or awakening psychic awareness, wherein spiritual gifts such as intuition, channeling, telepathy, or angel communication may sharpen. Again, if you're feeling the call to learn how to communicate with the angels and align deeply with the angelic realm at a soul level, then be sure to check out the link I left for you in the description below to learn more about my Discovery of Angels course, which is on sale for Black Friday right now. Now, how this rise of truth will apply to your life is going to be determined by the current personal growth or lessons you're experiencing. Your angels want you to know that you'll be receiving the exact infusion of truth that you need the most now in order to progress according to your soul's highest intentions. With that in mind, remember that facing the truth isn't always comfortable. Sometimes facing the truth can bring up big shocks, big emotions, or conflicts. No matter what new information or understanding rises into your awareness during this moon cycle, know that you are being safely guided by your angels upon the path of your highest divine good. Call in your angels for extra support and allow them to help infuse all areas of your life with peace as you integrate these higher truths. Now, energetically, the brightest light of truth is currently shining on communication, including personal communication, facts, information, and the media. So there's a big potential to become aware of some deeper truth in how communication flows. This is empowering us to heal from dogmatic, polarized thinking and heal the conflicts that can sometimes arise from strong opinions, weed out disruptions of the truth in the media, and take another step towards a higher and more unified awareness. You're contributing to healing like this every time you choose to direct your focus, actions, and energy towards empathy. So thank you for all the steps that you take to do so. And thank you for tuning into these messages and for liking, commenting, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell. It is my honor to be connected with you on your spiritual path. Again, if you'd like to take my Discovery of Angels course and learn everything you need to get started directly communicating and healing with the angels, check out the link in the description below to get a special Black Friday enrollment discount, including 9 free bonuses I threw in for you with the course too. Thank you so much again for your beautiful presence here, and know until next time that you are so loved and so very blessed. Bye!